And what is up, Panther fans? You're listening to Pregame Panthers Radio. Oh, tonight we'll have the big rivalry game tonight. Pregame Panthers against the Webbers Falls Warriors. So, definitely going to be a crucial district game. Let me pull up the record from last week. Just kind of wanted to share some, pregame thoughts and so on from there. So, obviously, Panthers' biggest rival is indeed Webbers Falls. Definitely some history in this District B5 matchup. So the Panthers are coming in 2-6. They have lost 3 straight, coming off a 50-0 win against the Quentin Savages last week. Their last win was against Cave Springs back on week 5, 48-8. For the Warriors, on the other hand, they are 4-4. They have lost 4 in a row. Their last win was against Cave Springs on week 4. 66-16. They are coming off a 34-20 loss against the Wetumpka Chieftains. Now, I wasn't there, but one of my sources was telling me there was a lot of penalties in that game, and they were fairly even, but you guys get about the gist of it there. So, with that being said, I know every team qualifies for the playoffs, and of course teams have the choice of opting out. Regardless, this is still a must-win for both sides, it seems. Of course, Panthers dropped last 3, Warriors dropped last 4. Although the Panthers may be peaking at the right time, Cade Womack, they will definitely be leaning on the passing game and turning to Cade Womack, who is their leading wide receiver, leads the team in yards rushed. And of course, you got your 2 good quarterbacks in Seth Brown and Jacob Talon. And of course, I got a little nickname for Jacob Talon, that'd be the comeback kid. Of course, you guys know, funny story, Tom Brady, when he was at Michigan, and they were down by a lot, he would come in, get them right back into the game, and I'd always refer to him at the time, back in them days, he'd be Michigan's secret weapon. That is where I got the idea for his nickname. And Seth Brown, also tough kid, can throw the ball, can get a few yards off the carry. Now, the Panther defense is also going to be peaking at the right time. So, with 7 players out tonight, down to 13, Panthers are going to want to avoid injuries at all costs, but the defense this year has not given up very many yards. On defense, Jacob Talon at free safety, he will definitely be a key piece when they run the pass. And then on the ground, they will definitely turn to Austin McCarter. Let me tell you guys a little thing about Austin McCarter. A kid may be small, but he is fast. He can tackle. He can do it. He's like our little Swiss Army knife on defense. He can play a little bit of linebacker, maybe some cornerback, a little bit of safety. Offensive line has definitely improved the last couple of weeks. Although they will not have Scotty Robinson tonight, as he is still out. So at that position, they will either turn to Lane Tilley or Ronnie Brown or Colby Brown. They will likely alternate between the 3. I've seen this a lot in 8-man before. Not so much 11-man. 11-man, you're going to have like a 40, 45 team roster. Okay? Now, as for the Warriors on offense will likely turn to their running back in Josh Mason, who is probably their leading rusher. He'll run for about 200 yards per game, from what one of my sources was telling me that was there the other night. And then for the passing game, they will rely on freshman quarterback Maddox Shelby, which, from what I've seen, the passing game is kind of decent, but young team overall. You got a young quarterback, and definitely a couple keys for the game for the Panthers will be stopping the run, because, as I said, Josh Mason is their leading rusher, and it's going to be a matter of fact of getting the Maddox Shelby in the passing game. He can run, but from what I have seen, he is definitely an efficient pocket passer as well. The offensive line will be pretty big. I believe they are led on by Caden Dishman, who is a returning player from last year. He's also a reliable one on defense, led the team in sacks. Of course, Josh Mason's been known to do some hitting on defense. Did not play against the Panthers last year. Got thrown out for a little bit of targeting on that one. He was around here somewhere, pal. I hadn't seen him. Sorry about that, folks. Coach Powell was looking for his dogs. Hey, retired, but still comes to our games. Always good day to be a Panther, as I say. But back to what I was saying. So definitely keys for the game for the Panthers will be stopping the run, getting to the quarterback, and just playing lights out defense. And when I'm saying lights out, I'm probably talking Legion of Boom type defense. You remember when the Seattle Seahawks had that legendary defense. That defense core was good. Now, a couple keys for the game on offense will be offensive line blocking. You always want to get your quarterback some protection, which I've seen the protection the last couple of weeks. It's been pretty good. Might have ran into some problems at Quentin, but all in all, offensive line's been doing its job. Definitely want to get your receivers open, which we did watch this a little bit in a film session. I think things can be done. And just like Bill Belichick says, always do your job. I always got to quote the big-time coaches on that one. And then special teams. Now the punt teams have been pretty efficient. Now lately they've had to alternate punters. Most of the time it's Colby Brown. Sometimes they'll bring on Cade Womack. Now as for kickoffs, they have been leaning away from the onside kick, getting it about 40 yards downfield. Kicking teams pretty fast on the stopping the runner. All in all, special teams will definitely want to shine here. Jacob Towell and Cade Womack will be the two they turn to on kick and punt returns. Of course, as I said, both of them are probably the leading rushers as well. As I said, Cade Womack being one of the leading receivers for the Panthers. Not really quite sure who's the leading receiver for the Warriors. All I know is they are a very run-heavy offense. Of course, they have like I said, Josh Mason is likely going to be their main rusher. I don't really have the stat sheets with me, but I can tell you firsthand that like I said, he didn't play against the Panthers last year because of a one-game suspension. But I do know the defense will have to get in there and stop him, stop the run game completely. And we will see how it goes from there. It is 4:37 right now. Kickoff will be at 7. Definitely come out, support the Panthers. It's going to be a good one tonight. Anytime the Warriors come to town, it's going to be a good one. You can catch yours truly calling the game. No video feed this week, though. Yeah, that's the bad part about having a very bad laptop. I can't do anything with it. Maybe I'll have the equipment by basketball season, or at least that's what I aim to have. Either way, it'll be a good time. You can catch the game here on Porn Panthers Radio. It's Hunter, and I'm signing out. We will probably be back on the air about 15 minutes till kickoff. We will see you guys there.